Okay, the fundamental theorem of algebra is exactly this right here. Every polynomial function of degree n bigger than or equal to 1 has at least one zero, where a zero may be a complex number. That's the whole fundamental theorem of algebra. That's it. Okay, the corollary to that, which is just like an additional statement, says every polynomial function of degree n bigger than or equal to 1 has exactly n zeros, including multiplicities. Remember, multiplicities is how often things come up as a factor. Okay, using this theorem, you can write any polynomial function in factored form. Okay, so we're just going to use this information to solve these two polynomials. We're going to use what we learned in the previous concept all the way over here, using the rational root theorem and graphing to help us figure out where the zeros are. Okay, so first of all, let's list all the possible factors. Well, my constant is 8, my leading coefficient is 1, 8, so all of my factors are just going to be divisible by 1, so I'm just going to list all the factors of 8. So 1, 2, 4, and 8. Okay, now we're going to graph. I can remember how to get rid of my function. Okay. And get rid of the previous function I have in here. Okay. X to the 4th plus x to the 3rd plus 2x squared plus 4x minus 8. And I graph it, and it looks like it crosses at 1 and -2. So 1 and -2. I'm going to check those to make sure, okay? And how do we check them? We use synthetic division. So put my 1 right there. Put all my coefficients right here. So 1, 1, 2, 4, -8. Remember, it's a factor if I get a 0 remainder. So 1 times 1 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 times 1 is 8. 8 and -8 makes 0. Yay! So that is a factor. Now let's use -2. We're just going to use our leftovers here. Okay. 1 times -2 is -2. Add those together, I get 0. 0 times -2 is 0. 4 plus 0 is 4. 4 times -2 is -8. Add those together and I get 0. Yay! Okay, so 1, -2, those are roots. We have to figure out the other two roots now. If this was a quartic, this is a cubic, this is a quadratic. Quartic, cubic, quadratic. Remember, every time we use synthetic division, we go down by 1 degree. This was a 4th degree, 3rd degree, 2nd degree. So I'm going to rewrite this as a 2nd degree polynomial. X squared plus, there's no b because it's 0, plus 4. And then I want to figure out what two numbers make that equal 0. So I'm just going to solve. So I'm going to put this over here. So I just subtract 4. And I take the square root. So this is going to be a complex number. Remember, when I take the square root of a negative number, it turns into I. So the negative turns into I, and the square root of 4 is 2. So really, this equals plus or minus 2I. So my roots of this polynomial are 1, -2, and plus or minus 2I. And that's it.